My God has done it again. Oh. You won't believe it. Like in just 2 weeks, I was able to get my second channel monetized. Guys, see, today I'm going to be sharing with you exactly what I did. I'm going to be sharing with you screenshots also so you see evidence. I'm going to share with you my backstory. I'm going to be sharing with you the strategy that I used. I'm not here to tell you tricks or whatever. Exactly what worked for me is what I'm going to be sharing with you. So if you know that you're struggling with your watch hours, you want to stay on this video because you're going to gain one or two from this particular video. So grab a pen and paper and some popcorn and let's have this together. You're welcome, and if this is your first time on this channel, I'm Glory C, and here I help both small and new content creators to grow their channels on YouTube. I tell you mistakes to avoid, and I tell you things that you want to hijack so that you can grow your channel and also get monetized fast on YouTube, just like this particular video. So if this sounds like something that you want for your own channel, then I will encourage you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Of course, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up so this video can get to a lot more content creators like you. And with that being said, so if you've been following my second channel, you'll notice that as at 2 weeks ago, I was still under 200 subscribers. As at that same 2 weeks ago, I was still under, like, I think 200 watch hours too. But fast forward till today, guys, I have like 1,700 and something subscribers on that channel, and I have over 3,000 watch hours on that channel. Now, when I started that channel, did I know what I was doing? No, I just knew I wanted to do lifestyle, health, talks. I really wanted to get monetized on that channel fast, because you all know that when we are working on YouTube, we are doing a lot. Like, I manage 2 channels, I manage some people's social media platforms, I do a 9 to 5. Then, family is there too. Sometimes it gets overwhelming. So I just wanted that whatever it is that I'm doing on YouTube, I want to be getting the return. So I seriously wanted to get monetized fast on that particular channel. And now, before I move into the first thing that I did that actually worked for me on that particular channel, okay, one thing I want you to know is that on YouTube, you don't want to overthink things too much. Do you understand? Because YouTube has to do with creativity, and the moment you think of something, you want to film on that thing, go ahead and film on it. You can just do your little research and then put it out there. Because when you start to overthink things, you sort of limit yourself from exploring and doing whatever it is that you want. Okay, so with that being said, let's get straight into what I did. Now, the first thing that I did was I made sure my content, especially my long form videos, there was a way I strategized it. I made them not too short, at the same time not too long. So I made my videos from 8 to 15 minutes, and I will tell you why. Now, the reason is, when you have videos, I was doing this because I wanted 2 things. The first one is the watch hours. Of course, when you have videos from 8 to 15 minutes, right, once people are watching them, you'll be able to quickly accumulate for yourself watch hours so that you can quickly get to your 4,000 or your 3,000 watch hours. Now, aside that, once your channel is already monetized, those videos, as long as you started those videos from 8 minutes, do you understand? Like, those videos are like 8 minutes and above, you will get mid-roll ads displayed on those videos. So that means more revenue for you. So that was the first thing that I focused on, posting long form videos strategically. The next thing is I now tried to study what my audience actually wants. So if you notice on that channel, if you check my playlist, you're going to see gist, you're going to see health, you're going to see lifestyle, and you're going to see YouTube growth. So one thing is, I studied my audience. I was posting different things, exploring, and that's another thing I want you to know. The fact that we always preach here on YouTube that you should be niched down does not mean you should box yourself in. Now, if you're just starting, I usually say that you are testing the waters on YouTube. If you're just starting, just write down, like, even if it's 5 things that you love, those 5 things that you know that they come easily to you, you want to do them on YouTube, put them out there. Do you understand? As time goes on, you will find one that you easily gravitate to. You find one that is just so easy for you to create, and you are so happy creating that particular one. Do you understand? So I was posting those type of videos, lifestyle. I will come and gist, I will do this, do that. Then I now noticed that, okay, my YouTube videos seemed to get more traction compared to the other ones, because I said, okay, you know what, let me just post YouTube stuff too. So I posted, and I noticed that, okay, people were watching those ones more than my other videos. And you know that even if I want to do lifestyle videos, I need to have something very interesting going on in my life. And because so it's not like I don't have interesting things, but sometimes to film, storage, and everything, it's a lot. So I decided to start doing my YouTube that was getting me more views compared to the other ones. And one thing about that one also is I now tried to make my videos very engaging. What do I mean? I know that humans, our attention span is can be quite short. Do you understand? So I would always put in something that I know that okay, before they are done watching this one, let me put in this one, let me put in that one, so that people will be able to stay. Because the more people are retained on your videos, the more YouTube is going to push out those videos to a wider audience. So that's one thing that you want to start doing in your videos. So you want to ensure that your video is very, very engaging from the start to the finish. Sometimes, is it from the start or from start to finish? Sometimes I usually tell people that at the beginning of your video, you want to show them what they are going to gain in an enticing way, so that they'll be able to stay and keep wanting to watch more. Do you understand? So that one too enables more people to come into your video, because YouTube will push it out to more people. And of course, if they watch to the end, you are getting for yourself more watch hours. Are you feeling me? If you've not liked this video yet, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Now, another thing is in the way I was uploading my videos. In those 2 weeks, I was able to upload 9 videos, like 9 long form videos and 4 short form videos. Now, out of the 9 long form videos that I uploaded, one of them is still unlisted, it's still on my channel, but I've not made it public yet, right? I'm still waiting for the right time to make that one public. But so let's just say in the space of 2 weeks, I uploaded 8 videos. So that means if I uploaded 8 video in 14 days, I don't know what's the mathematics. I can 4 different shorts in the space of 2 weeks. So the way I upload my shorts sometimes is, after uploading a long form video, I just clip out a short part of that video and then upload as my shorts, and then I put it as a related video to my long form video, so that anybody that watches my shorts will be able to go over to my long form video and watch. Do you understand? So those were another thing, that's another strategy that I used. Now, aside that, I now ensured that I created my playlist. Now, one good thing about playlist that helps a lot of people is it helps your videos to be on autoplay. What do I mean? Now, when you use playlist, you already categorize your videos. Now, anybody that comes into your channel and watches a particular video in a playlist, now there is every possibility that after that video, the next video in that same playlist is going to pop up. And trust me, whoever watched that particular video, there is a 60% chance or so that that person would be interested in the next video because they are related. Do you understand? So this way, you're not just increasing your individual video watch time, you're increasing your channel's watch time, and all of those things would still help give you a lot of watch hours. Now, another thing is based on my titles, my intro and all of that. Now, based on my titles, one thing is I know that sometimes one can actually have very good content, but if you don't use the right title, people might not watch. So, and one thing I tell some of my students is that titles, you want your titles to always spark curiosity, to always just do something to someone's emotion, because people are just scrolling on YouTube. So you want your own thumbnail, your own title to be something that draws them. So one thing that I use for my own my own thumbnail and title, I actually use ChatGPT. Okay, so sometimes I tell ChatGPT to come up with titles that would easily attract a distracted viewer. That one sounds somehow, right? I saw that thing on maybe Thread or Twitter. No, I think Thread also. Someone gave that particular prompt, and I was like, okay, this sounds good, and it really works, because when you use something to a distracted viewer, ChatGPT is going to include something that's going to really, really hit a person's pain point or emotion or something based on the script you have given it to work with. Do you understand? And thumbnail too. I usually tell ChatGPT to give me thumbnail ideas, and from there I go ahead. Or sometimes another thing that helps me is to check out my fellow YouTube content creators who are doing the same thing that I do. So sometimes I go into their channel, I see what's working for them and try to also replicate. Do you understand? So like I said, I'm just giving you the honest truth. Now, one thing that I know I really did not really do well is when it comes to my posting time. That one, I'm even still working on it. I do not have a particular posting time on that channel, but posting time too, it might not affect you long term, but it also helps. It might not affect your video views long term, but it also helps. Now, if you've been posting consistently, YouTube, on your YouTube Studio Analytics, you're going to see that place that says when your viewers are most active on YouTube. You can decide to post your videos on those particular moments, because I noticed, I think one of my videos, when I posted that time, it got good traction. So, but other times I will post just any random time, but then it still doesn't really affect the long-term visibility of that particular video, because eventually people will still come to your channel, and when they see it, as long as they're interested, they'll still watch. Okay, so those are some of the things that helped me to get to my 3,000 watch hours. And of course, the biggest help, support, how do I want to put it, is God. Like, God did everything for me. If not for God, I would not even be sitting here talking to you like this. So hold God tight, and I always give all the glory to God. Like, everything is not my own, it's not by my power, it's not by my strength, it's just God. Yeah, you can, on my second channel I posted how it was actually God that helped me. I shared the story there, so you might want to go there and watch, and maybe I'm going to put the link to my second channel in the description box here, so you can see it, or on my community tab, anyone. So if you're looking to get your watch hours, just, you can apply some of these things that I said. Okay, I did not go through using file name. I did not go through, I was posting on the YouTube, like directly that plus sign on YouTube, that's what I was using. Do you understand? Some of my videos I will not use description, while some I actually used description. What else? So those were some of the things. I did not use thumbnail testing. Do you understand? So I'll just, basically, you just want to explore and be creative and enjoy yourself. It doesn't have to be, your videos don't have to be over perfect. Do you understand? So I wish you all your 3,000 or 4,000 watch hours on YouTube and quick monetization. And do not forget that I take both YouTube and video editing one-on-one coaching sessions. So if you want me to come into your channel and just look around and help you with one or two things, show you what's working, what's not working for you, or you want me to help you with your video editing skills, you can chat me up on Instagram, or you hit the link to my seller store in the description box and book for any of these packages, and I'll see you either in class or on this particular video where I shared a lot of very interesting information for you as a content creator. And until then, bye.